Office siren, trend or termination. From TikTok to the unemployment line, we're breaking down the controversial office siren look and the alleged firing that has everyone talking. As we discussed, what you wear to work sends a message. Is yours the right one?
So I just got dress coded during the interview. And then they decided to reschedule the interview with me for tomorrow. But before they rescheduled, the lady was like, "Would you like to come back? Like go change and then come back?" And I was like, "No. These are the shorts." Let me turn to the side now. These are the shorts.
A lot of you are contemplating on putting these Target viral sequins red shorts for an office Christmas party. Please don't. These are the shorts in question. I mean, you cannot see how this can go extremely south. This is very cute, don't get me wrong, to go out with your friends, go bar hopping, do SantaCon. Not for the office Christmas party.
She lost a $200,000 job over a tube top. She didn't want to be there, y'all. She didn't want to be there. And if she did, she wanted to be the new thought in the office. She wanted the attention, and they gave it to her. They pulled her right into that office and gave her all the attention to tell her she's no longer needed. Ladies, put some damn clothes on. And listen, if you don't want to do the 9-to-5 standard job type of thing, move out the way so people who do want to work can get to the bag. Y'all got to be able to separate TikTok. This is for anything. TikTok versus real life. And this is an employer's market. So they have all the cards at this point. You don't got to do no warning. They don't have to let you grow into the position. You're out the door. There's better competition behind you. Honey, she wasted everybody's time. Ladies, put some damn clothes on. You're not a kid anymore. If you want to be an influencer, just be an influencer and stay out the way. Keep your tube tops and your mini skirt on Instagram, on TikTok where they belong. But in the real world, you gotta dress according to the standards of that company.
Welcome back to another insightful session here at the Black Tea Podcast. Today, the topic that has captured my attention, and I believe warrants our thoughtful consideration, is the emergence and subsequent controversy surrounding the office siren trend. This trend, inspired by late 90s and early 2000s fashion, advocates for more form-fitting and, in some interpretations, more overtly suggestive attire within the professional sphere. As a conservative Christian woman, my immediate reflections on such a trend are naturally shaped by my understanding of how we are called to conduct ourselves in all aspects of life. Our faith teaches us that we are ambassadors for Christ, 2 Corinthians 5:20, and this includes how we present ourselves to the world. In the context of the workplace, which for many is a significant part of our daily lives and interactions, our attire becomes a nonverbal communication that can either support or detract from our professional goals, and, more importantly, our witness. The sources we have examined bring a stark real-world consequence to this discussion. The anecdote of the intern who was reportedly fired on her second day for wearing a leather miniskirt and tube top to a six-figure job serves as a powerful, albeit cautionary tale. While we might debate the specifics of that particular situation or the employer's actions, it undeniably underscores the reality that workplace dress codes exist and are often enforced, with potentially significant consequences for those who choose to disregard them. These aren't abstract suggestions. They are often conditions of employment outlined in contracts. It's crucial to move beyond simply reacting to a trend and to delve into the underlying principles at play. While the desire for self-expression through fashion is natural and understandable, as Christians, we must always balance this desire with the principles of modesty, professionalism, and respect for the environment we are in. The workplace, in most traditional structures, is a professional setting established for specific purposes. Our attire should facilitate, not impede, those purposes. One of the sources rightly points out the debate around whether such trends are appropriate for the workplace. While some fashion creators defend the office siren as a balance between professionalism and bold fashion expression, incidents like the fired intern and the strong reactions against such attire suggest a significant disconnect between this online ideal and the expectations of many employers. It's also concerning how readily these trends, often originating from social media influencers, are embraced without critical evaluation of their real-world applicability. We must cultivate media literacy and recognize that what is celebrated in the often hypersexualized world of social media may be entirely inappropriate and even detrimental in a professional setting. Furthermore, discussions touch upon what appears to be a sense of entitlement in some younger generations, a feeling that personal preferences should supersede established norms and expectations. From a Christian perspective, humility and a willingness to serve and respect authority are foundational virtues, Romans 13:1. While advocating for fair and just workplaces is important, a dismissive attitude towards established guidelines simply because they don't align with personal preferences can be counterproductive and reflect a lack of understanding of the professional landscape. Consider the practical implications. Many of us strive for financial stability and the opportunity to use our God-given talents in meaningful work. 2. Jeopardize a promising career, especially in today's economic climate, over a fashion choice that is widely considered inappropriate, seems to lack wisdom and prudence. Proverbs 4:7. We are called to be good stewards of the opportunities we are given, and that includes understanding and respecting the expectations of our employers. Some might argue that workplace dress codes for women have historically been rooted in the male gaze and a desire to control women's bodies. While there may be historical validity to such arguments, and it's important to advocate for fair and equitable treatment, the answer is not to adopt attire that could be construed as overtly sexualized or unprofessional. Instead, we should focus on demonstrating our competence and professionalism through our work and advocating for respectful workplace environments while still adhering to reasonable standards of dress. It's also worth noting the perspective shared about the workplace not being originally designed for women. While this historical context is important to acknowledge, it also underscores the need for women to navigate the existing structures with wisdom and discernment to ensure our continued progress and success. Choosing attire that aligns with professional norms can be a strategic way to ensure we are taken seriously for our skills and contributions. Ultimately, my reflections lead me back to core Christian principles. We are called to live lives that are pleasing to God, Colossians 3:17, and this includes our conduct and appearance in the workplace. We are also called to love our neighbors as ourselves, Matthew 22:39, and this includes being mindful of how our attire might be perceived by and potentially distract or offend others in a professional environment. Therefore, as you encounter these fleeting trends and the often conflicting messages online, I urge you to anchor yourselves in wisdom and prayerful consideration. Prioritize your professional goals and the blessings of meaningful employment. Seek out styles that are both professional and allow you to feel confident without crossing the lines of what is generally considered appropriate for your workplace. There is ample opportunity for personal style within the bounds of professionalism. Let us not be swayed by every passing trend, especially those that could potentially undermine our professional standing and our Christian witness. Instead, let's be women who are known for our integrity, our diligence, and our respectful conduct in all areas of our lives, including the workplace. Thank you for spending this time with me on the Black Tea Podcast. I trust these thoughts have provided some helpful perspective. Please share your own reflections in the comments. Until our next conversation, may God's grace and wisdom guide you.